This lesson, I will be talking about systems of linear inequalities in two variables. We already went over the systems of equations, and then inequalities, we can use some knowledge, but it's quite different from what we were talking about. So first thing first, you identify that you're dealing with a system and it's not the equations, they're inequalities. So there is the two inequality sign, there's a less than and the greater than. There's a few steps I'm going to go over, and then the beginning, the step one, what you'll need to do, you'll need to change the inequality sign to an equal sign. So that would be 2x plus y equals 6, and then x minus 2y equals 2. So we did that to graph each line, and we will use the same coordinate system. So now we're dealing with two linear equations in two variables, and we need to graph each line. Because, so we're going to do one by one. The first one is 2x plus y equals 6. Because it's written in standard form, recall the standard form, ax plus by equals c. So it's in a standard form. The easiest way to graph the line is to use, in my opinion, intercept points. So I will be using the intercept points, and that will be when x equals 0, I'll find y, and when y equals 0, I'll find x. So if x equals 0, what do? I substitute x with a 0, so it will be 2 times 0. If x equals 0, then I'll have 2 times 0 plus y equals to 6. 2 times 0 is 0, so y equals 6. So y will be 6. And the point is 0, 6. The second point, if y equals 0, I'll substitute y with a 0. Then 2 times x plus 0 equals to 6. So 2x equals 6, x equals 3. So the point is 3, 0. So I have 2 points, and then I can graph the line. So that will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the 1 point. And second point is 1, 2, 3, 0. Jumping ahead, I still need to graph the second line and find the points for the second line. But if you're dealing with less than or greater than sign, then the line will be dashed. And then if there's a less or equality or greater than equal sign, then the line will be solid. The reason being is when you have equality signs, meaning the line will be part of the answer. If there is no equality sign, meaning line will not be part of the answer, so that it has to be dashed. So there's a line, and it's a dashed line, and it's the first one. So then I need to do exactly the same thing with the second equation. So the second equation is x minus 2y equals 2, and it's in a standard form. I'll do exactly the same thing. I'll use the same method to find intersect points. So when x is 0 and the y is 0. So when the x equals 0, I'll substitute x with a 0. I'll have minus, I'll actually write it down, 0 minus 2y equals 2. So that will be minus 2y equals 2. So y will be negative 1 minus 1. And then if y equals 0, I'll substitute it right here. It will be x minus 2 times 0 equals 2. So 2 times 0 is 0, then x equals 2. So the second point is 2, 0. So I have 2 points. Will be 0, negative 1, And then I'm gonna probably write it down right here, 0, -1, and the second point is 2, 0. And because I'm dealing with the sign greater than, there's no equality sign there, it will be dashed as well. So the points are 0, -1, that's the first point. And then 1, 2, 0 is right here. And then there is a dashed line, so the two lines are on. Next step is I need to choose a test point to indicate the half plane that satisfies the given inequality. Why would we do that? To solve the system of those two inequalities, I will definitely have more than one point that will satisfy both inequalities. But how can I come up with all of the points that will satisfy both inequalities? That will be some part of the plane. So where the plane is, where the part of the plane is, or half plane we call it, to find it out, what I'll need to do, I'll need to choose a test point and plug it in to both inequalities. If test point will satisfy the inequality, then the whole half plane where test point is will be satisfying that inequality. And I'll do it step by step. So the test point, the easiest test point will be a 0. So I'll choose 0, 0, and you can choose 0, 0 at any time, as long as 0, 0 is not on any given line. So in my case, 0, 0 is not on any given line, so I can choose the point. And what I will need to do with the coordinates 0, 0, I will substitute this into the first inequality and see if it works, and then the second inequality and see if it works. So the first inequality is 2x plus y less than 6. So let's substitute 0 into the first inequality. So 2 times 0, 0, plus y is 0, less than 6. 0 plus 0 is 0, less than 6. That's true. If that's true, and then this is my line that represents the first inequality, if the 0, 0 satisfies the inequality, meaning all the points on the same side of the line will be satisfying the inequality. So I will be shading this part of half plane. So all of those points on this side of the line will be satisfying the inequality. Then I'm going to do exactly the same thing with the second one. So it will be x minus 2y greater than 2. And I'll substitute 0, 0 into. So it will be 0 minus 0 greater than 2. So 0 greater than 2 is false. Because it's the false, meaning that this point is not with all other points that will satisfy the inequality. So this this line divided half plane to the upper one and the lower one. So 0, 0 is on the upper one, so none of the upper ones would work, meaning all of the lower ones would satisfy this inequality. And then the last step, now we actually see where the intersection of both half planes right here. So any point that lays right in this portion of the plane will satisfy the system of those two inequalities. And the solution of the system actually has to be graphed. So all the points here will be your solution. And then sometimes I do the test check. So you can pick any point from this portion of the plane and plug it into both inequalities and see if it's true. And then just to make sure I didn't make any mistake, so you can choose a test point. Let's say I picked 2, -4, somewhere here, right here. 2, -4, and I'll substitute in both inequalities and see if it works. So first one, 2 times 2 minus 4 less than 6. So 4 minus 4 is 0, less than 6, true. And then the second one, I'll substitute, will be 2 minus, and then 2 times negative 4 has to be greater than 2. So 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. So will be 2 plus 8, which is 10. 10 greater than 2, it's true. System solved.